The Hunger Games Ballad of Songbird and Snakes came out this weekend and I cannot stop thinking about it. It's our first ever prequel to the original franchise and we got to see District 12's first winner, Lucy Gray, in the 10th annual Hunger Games, along with President Snow before he was president and where his villainous backstory came from. But this leaves the door open to other films we could potentially see in this franchise. More prequels, sequels to The Ballad of Songbird and Snake, or other spin-offs. And since the Hunger Games have always been centered around District 12 and the capital, especially here showing why President Snow hates District 12 so much, there's still one more potential film we need to see to complete District 12's journey with the games. And that is the second quarterquel, the 50th anniversary of the Hunger Games, with District 12's second winner, Haymitch Abernathy. We got a Snow prequel. Could we be getting a Haymitch prequel? Now, each film in this franchise has to be able to show something new thematically and a new interesting way to portray the Hunger Games so that it is not just repetitive. Songbird and Snake did this by having the arena be something completely different to anything we'd seen before. The interesting thing about the second quarterquel was that there was double the amount of participants, with each district having 4 tributes instead of 2. This already makes the games nothing like anything we've ever seen before. Haymitch is such a complex character with a troubled background, which is why he is so mysterious and drinks away his sorrows in the Mockingjay trilogy, and the reason for this was because of President Snow and the capital. Both Katniss and Haymitch are described as cut from the same cloth because they caused the capital and President Snow such trouble. And this would actually make a very interesting follow-up to The Ballad of Songbird and Snake. We have the initial reason as to why Snow became villainous and hates the districts, especially District 12 in Songbird and Snake. So seeing how he deals as a president when another District 12 wins could be a very interesting character development, creating further reasons as to why he became so villainous. The second half of the film could be about the aftermath of the second quarterquel, looking how Snow deals with the present whilst being reminded of his past in District 12 and the 10th Hunger Games. We could even potentially see the return of Lucy Gray, as I really don't think she's dead, she only just ran away from Panem. And we already know Snow gets a little too trigger obsessed after the 50th Hunger Games. Haymitch's win by using the arena's force field reflex makes it seem like the capital are weak and foolish and was perceived as an act of defiance. And so 2 weeks after Haymitch's win, his girlfriend, mother and younger brother were all killed by the capital. And we know the rest of his life up until he meets Katniss is spent drinking, living in Victor Village in District 12, not really working and only really participating in society once every year to train District 12's participants, only for 23 years of both tributes always being killed. Like, you can understand why he is just drinking his sorrows away. This film could be very interesting to look at the thematics of how the games and the game's relationship with District 12 shapes the characters, and could almost be seen as a sequel to the Songbird and Snakes, looking at Snow's progression, but also a nice prequel to link up to the first Hunger Games as a way to see Haymitch's progression. Suzanne Collins has stated she will only write another book when the thematics are necessary and worth telling, and I'd say this story is very much worth telling, especially since the games reach half a decade. It would be very interesting to see how the districts would react to the games still going on, since the life expectancy is not high in the districts, and so most people now will be living who would never participated in the war itself. I just really hope something like this does happen, as it just sounds amazing. But anyway guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Guys, let me know down below in the comments what do you think about this. Do you reckon that we could be getting to see some sort of spin-off that looks at when Haymitch won the Hunger Games? And do you reckon that it could be interesting to see how the film portrays Snow's reaction? It's something that I always think is so interesting, and it's definitely a hole in the franchise that I think needs filling. Let's just hope Suzanne Collins decides to write this book. But anyway guys, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.